Good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, and we'll be reading Joshua 11, 12, and 13.
Whoa, 3 chapters.
We have a bird.
We have a bird
Yeah, Bobby had us.
right behind us. Yes, we have a bird. That's why we have moved. We have moved the table so that we could fit this bird.
Now you can see the vision board.
Yes, I'm trying not to show the vision board.
Oh, I get it. The vision board?
Yes. Okay. There we
Chapter
go.
11. Northern kings defeated. When King Jabin of Hazor heard these things, he sent word to King Jobab of Madon, the king of Shimron, the king of Akshaph, and the kings of the northern hill country, the Arabah, south of Kinnereth, the low country, and the heights of Dor in the west, to the Canaanites in the east, and to the west, the Amorites, to the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites in the hill country, and the Hivites at Mount Hermon in the land of Mizpah. So these things went out with all their armies, people as numerous as grains of sand on the seashore, with a large number of horses and chariots. These people all met and camped together at the waters of Merom in order to wage war against Israel. The Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of them, for about this time tomorrow I will make them dead before Israel, hamstring their horse and burn their chariots with fire." So Joshua and all his fighting forces came upon them by surprise at the waters of Merom and fell upon them. The Lord gave them into the hand of Israel. They struck them down and pursued them all the way to greater Sidon, Misrephoth, Maim, and Mizpah valley to the east. They struck them down until no survivor remained. Joshua did to them as the Lord had said. He hamstrung their horses and burned their chariots with fire. At that time Joshua turned, captured Hazor, and struck down its king with the sword. Hazor was formerly the head of all these kingdoms. They struck all who lived in them with the edge of the sword, destroying them. No one who breathed was left, and he burned Hazor with fire. Joshua captured all these kings and their towns. He struck them with the edge of the sword, destroying them, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. However, Israel did not burn any of the cities that stood on mounds except Hazor. Joshua burned it. The children of Israel plundered all the goods and all the livestock of these cities, but they struck all the people with the edge of the sword until they destroyed them. They did not spare any one who breathed. As the Lord commanded Moses, his servant, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua did it. He did not ignore a word of all that the Lord had commanded Moses. So Joshua took all the land, the hill country, the Negev, all the land of Goshen, the lowland, the Arabah, the hill country of Israel, and its lowland, from Mount Halak to Zair, and as far as Baal Gad in the Lebanon valley under Mount Hermon. All their kings he captured, struck down, and killed. Joshua engaged all of these kings in battle for a long time. There was no city that made peace with the children of Israel except the Hivites living in Gibeon. They conquered all of them because the Lord hardened their hearts to engage Israel in battle. They destroyed them without mercy, to put them to death, as the Lord had commanded Moses. At the time, Joshua came and wiped out the Anakites from the hill country, from Hebron, from Debir, from Anab, from all the hill country of Judah, and from all the hill country of Israel. Joshua utterly destroyed them and their cities. No Anakites were left in the land of the children of Israel, but they did remain in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. So Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord had said to Moses. Joshua gave it to Israel as an inheritance according to their allotted portions by their tribes. Then the land rested for war. The list of defeated kings.
No, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Chapter 12. These are the kings on the east side of the Jordan, from the river Arnon to Mount Hermon, and all the eastern Arabah, whom the children of Israel struck down to take over their land. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived at Heshbon and ruled from Aor, which is on the bank of river Arnon, and from the middle of the valley as far as the river Jabbok, which is the border of the Ammonites, that is half of Gilead and the Arabah to the Sea of Galilee, eastward and toward Beth Jeshimoth to the Sea of Arabah, the Dead Sea, southward below the slopes of Pisgah, and Og, the king of Bashan, one of the remnant of the giants who lived at Ashtaroth and at Edrei and ruled over Mount Hermon, Salika and all of Bashan to the border of the Gergershites and the Maccathites, and over half of Gilead to the border of Sihon, king of Heshbon. Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the children of Israel struck them down, and the servant of the Lord, Moses, gave their land to Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. These are the kings of the land whom Joshua and the children of Israel defeated on the west side of the Jordan, from Baal Gad in the valley of Lebanon to Mount Halak that rises towards Seir. Joshua gave their lands to the tribes of Israel according to their allotted portions as an inheritance in the hill country, in the lowland, in the Arabah, in the slopes, in the wilderness, and in the Negev, the land of the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. The king of Jericho, 1. The king of Ai, which is beside Bethel, 1. The king of Jerusalem, 1. The king of Hebron, 1. The king of Jarmuth, 1. The king of Lachish, 1. King of Eglon, 1. King of Gezer, 1. The king of Debir, 1. King of Jeder, 1. King of Hormah, 1. The king of Arad, 1. The king of Libnah, 1. The king of Abdullam, 1. King of Magadah, 1. King of Bethel, 1. King of Tappath, 1. The king of Hefer, 1. King of Aphek, 1. King of Lazaron, 1. King of Maiden, 1. King of Hazor, 1. King of Shimron, Meron, 1. King of Ashvath, 1. King of Shemesh, 1. King of Megiddo, 1. King of Kadesh, 1. The king of Jokneah in Carmel, 1. The king of Dor in the fourth Dorf, 1. The king of people in Gilgal, 1. The king of Tirzah, 1. 31 kings in all. 13. Land still to be taken. Now Joshua was old and well advanced in years. The Lord said to him, You are old and advancing years, but very much of the land still remains to be possessed. This is the land that remains, all the districts of the Philippines, and those of the Gergershites from the Shihor east of Egypt, northward to the boundary of Ekron, which is counted as Canaanite, the cities of the 5 Philistine governors, Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, and also the Avite lands. Also remaining in the south is all the land of the Canaanites, era owned by the Sidonians, as far as Aphek, the Amorite boundary, the land of the Gebalites, and all of Lebanon to the east, and from Baal Gad at the foot of Mount Hermon to Lebo Hamath. I will drive out from them before the children of Israel all the inhabitants of the hill country, from Lebanon to Misrephoth, Maim, and all the Sidonians. Be sure to divide these lands by lot as an inheritance for Israel, as I have commanded you. So now divide this land as an inheritance for the 9 tribes and the half-tribe of Manasseh. Division of the land east of the Jordan River. With the other half-tribe of Manasseh, Reuben and Gad took their inheritance that Moses gave to them on the east side of the Jordan, as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had given them, from Aror on the bank of the river Arnon, the city in the middle of the valley, all the plain from Megiddo to Dibon, all the cities of King Sihon of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, and the land up to the Ammonite border. Moses had also given them Gilead, the territory of the Geshurites, and the Maccathites, all of Mount Hermon, and all of Bashan as far as Seleka, and in the Bashan all the kingdom of Og, one of the last remnant of the giants who reigned in Ashtaroth and Edrei. Moses struck them all down and took their lands. Yet the children of Israel did not drive out the Gershurites or the Maccathites, and Geshur and Maacah lived among Israel until this day. However, Moses did not give an inheritance to the tribe of Levi. The burnt offerings of the Lord God of Israel are their inheritance, as he said to them. Moses assigned land to the tribe of the Reubenites according to their clans. Their territory was from Aroer on the edge of the Arnon Valley, the city in the middle of the valley, and all the plain of Medeba, Heshbon, and all its towns in the plain, Dibon, Bamoth, Bel, Beth, Baal, Meon, Jahaz, Kadesmoth, Mephatheth, Kiriathim, Sibnah, Zerek, Shahar on the hill of the valley, Beth, Jehoshamoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of King Sihon of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon. Moses struck them down along with the leaders of Midian, Evi, Rakim, Zur, Hur, and Reba, who were princes of Sihon, who lived in the land. The children of Israel killed Balaam, son of Beor, who practiced divination with the sword, along with the rest of the slain. The border of the Reubenites was the banks of the Jordan. This was the inheritance of the Reubenites according to their clans, those towns and their settlements. Moses assigned land to the tribe of Gad for the Gadites according to their clans. The territory was Jazer, all the cities of Gilead, and half of the Ammonite land as far as Aroer, which is the east of Rabbah, from Heshbon to Ramath, Mizpah, Betonim, and from Mahanaim to the territory of Debir. In the valley were Beth Horam, Beth Nimrah, Sukkoth, and Zaphon, the rest of the kingdom of King Sihon of Heshbon, the Jordan as its boundary to the lower sea of Galilee, to the east of the Jordan. This was the inheritance of the Gadites according to their clans, those towns and their settlements. Moses assigned land to half the tribe of Manasseh for their descendants of Manasseh according to their clans. Their territory was from the Mahanaim through all of Bashan and all the kingdom of King Og of Bashan, all the 60 villages of Jair that are in Bashan, half of Gilead, Ashtaroth, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan. This was for the descendants of Machir, son of Manasseh, half of the descendants of Machir by their clans. This is the territory Moses assigned in the desert plains of Moab on the eastern side of Jericho and the Jordan. Yet Moses did not assign land to the tribe of Levi as an inheritance. The Lord God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said to them.
All right.
11, 12, and 13.
What's that? Catherine, hop on up.
Daddy.
No, you need to go back and sit down.
No.
Excuse me?
No.